Alright, so welcome back to another edition of Off the Shelf Comic Book Reviews with Dan Schessel, and that's right, I am Dan Schessel. Now, this week I only have one review for you, and that is for Justice League number 23. Right now I'm working on another review for more of an indie comic. We'll just go with that. But it's going to be taking a little bit more time than I normally would on a review that I need to push out real quick. We try to keep these as spoiler free as possible and kid friendly. So, with all that out of the way, let's get going with this. Okay, so like I said earlier, this review is going to be for Justice League number 23. So this is the final chapter in the whole Trinity War. Everything here leads up to Forever Evil. That's happening all next month for DC. But really, is this worth it? Is this the comic that DC fans out there have all been looking for? So, here it is. The Trinity War has, brought us some pretty big moments along the way. There's been a lot of fighting with the heroes that were involved. There's a lot of splitting up into different groups. One hand doesn't really know what the other one's doing. We do get a lot of action here, but we get a lot of story here as well. The lead up to the free book day panel that we saw a couple years back there was quite nice. The presentation of the book itself was nice as well. There are 8 splash pages in this book that all look absolutely fantastic. There are 4 of them here that are like just double pages. I mean, just beautiful. However, this made the book feel really short. And for an event, I would have kind of hoped for a little bit more closure at the end of this book. It really just leaves you on this big giant cliffhanger. It doesn't really finish off what was kind of started here. So for me, it didn't feel like this is the end of the Trinity War. It's still going on. There are a lot of moments here that do explain what really has been going on. And for the most part, it's been quite satisfying. The art here, like I said, is fantastic. And the splash pages are just absolutely incredible. Overall, the story here, like I said, is satisfying. I enjoyed it. It's a good read. It's a good book. The art is fantastic, but the book does feel short. And for what it is, in the end, it's not a whole lot to complain about. However, it's an event that I was kind of hoping more for an end to. Not saying that it shouldn't set something up for the future or change things. I mean, this is going to change the way the DC universe is at the moment. But I would have hoped for more of a concrete ending. And we really didn't get that in this book. But overall, like I said, it's a pretty fantastic book. It's a pretty good read. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Really, I should be able to give it a 5 out of 5. I really did have an issue with how short it felt, and it just didn't have enough in there for me to give it any a little higher. But still a fantastic book, still a fantastic series. Should go pick it up or wait for the trade. Definitely well worth the read. That was for Justice League number 23. So like I said earlier, I only have the one book this week, so I don't have the whole list of other books here. Um, but I am, like I said, working on another review at the moment that I'm really excited about, and I'm really, want to get this out to you guys. So, bear with me just a little bit. I'm gonna have this book up there, yes, like I said, it is more of an indie book, which is not, typically my style of books that I've been reviewing on this site, but it's more something that I really do enjoy, and I really want to be able to, do it justice, and I really want to be able to bring you guys some pretty good information on it. So that's it for this week. I want to thank everybody out there who is watching these videos and who is liking and who is commenting. Fantastic. Keep it up. And that's it for this week. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.